What up, guys? It's Fernando back with another video. Today we'll be doing my recap and review for Saturday night's main event for the May 23rd edition. So, we had a pretty. I thought it was a really good card for the mid card titles and the mid card matches that it was. I think it did a thoroughly good job for. It's like a teaser, an appetizer to the absolute chaos and amazing card we have next week at Clash in Italy. So I thought this is a really good job. There's just a couple down spots in my opinion, a couple bad decisions in my opinion, but overall, great. I really enjoyed it. Great night of Saturday wrestling. So let's get into it. We start the show off with Charlexa and Rhea versus Jade Cargill and the Baddies. I was thoroughly impressed with this match. I mean, all six of these women just seemed to have great chemistry. It seemed to flow, constantly going back and forth with Jade Cargill and the Baddies doing their normal heelish activities, and then Charlotte and Rhea really dominating when they got into the match and into the ring, just taking complete control. And they did a real good job of explaining the dynamic between Rhea and Charlotte at first, like, you know, a little bit of dissension, but then eventually they keep going back and forth. And surprising for me is Michin was the star in this match. She had some real good moves. Poison Rana. What else? She had suplexes, a styles clash. She did a really good job and a real good job showing out in this match. So I like that. But in the end, we have Charlotte and Rhea teaming together and seeming like doing a good teamwork. They start embracing each other. Alexa joins in, giving a group hug pretty much. And Jade Cargill is able to push them together and hits a Jaded on Rhea Ripley for the win here. Now, I don't necessarily agree with the decision. I don't like the Baddies and Jade winning, but they twisted it in a way where it makes it somewhat okay. The win, basically the teamwork cost the Charlotte, Alexa, and Rhea in the end, but they're really just trying to push the Jade versus Rhea feud and trying to get it ignited again when I think this is something that just died a long time ago, which sucks because as much as I don't like the faction with Jade Cargill, the matches she's had, very few, have been really good, and I can't deny that. The WrestleMania match, this match, it's been really good, the in-ring work, but it just doesn't translate to the connection with fans, and Jay just can't seem to get over. They really just wanted her to get the upper hand here to build some hype for their match next week at Clash in Italy, and I just don't know if it worked. I just don't know if Rhea taking the pin here worked. I mean, no matter what, Jade's gonna get booed, but I think it's just strictly because people just don't like her. Not necessarily because of her work, but just they just don't really want to see her, which maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. So overall, the match was fantastic. The crowd was hype, and they were hype all night for all the matches. By the way, they were great. But I can see why WWE did this. I see that their plot here, but I'm not sure if it really worked. But overall, just on the match side, just on the perspective of the match, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I enjoyed the wrestling in this match. And next we get Becky versus Sol. Now I predicted this. Sol Ruka to win. I thought it was for the Intercontinental Champion. I didn't know if it was or not, but it wasn't. But I predicted her to win, and I was completely wrong. But I seen some people complaining about how this match ended. It essentially started off with Becky attacking her before the match started. Sol just coming out flying during the match, and she gets the upper hand and just fast-paced. She's beating up Becky, and then Becky eventually pulls the referee in front of Sol's Soul Snatcher and ends up getting disqualified. I liked it. I liked the ending to this match. It left us on a cliffhanger. It left us wanting more. It left us doing what WWE intends us to do, which is booing the hell out of Becky Lynch. She looked like the awful bad guy, ending a great match that was on fire for the 1 minute and 30 seconds that it was on fire. Soul was flying out the gates. She looked great. And people are going to complain, oh, she didn't hit that Soul Snatcher. It was a botch. It doesn't fucking matter. The point was that Becky pulled the referee in front of her, which essentially kind of messes up everything, and she gets kicked or drop kicked or whatever. It didn't matter. I hate that people are pointing this out. Oh, she needs to do better on it. Shut the fuck up. So Ruka is amazing, and you can't deny it. And when she botches, it's because she's doing the hardest moves humanly fucking possible. So, anyways, besides that, I like the ending of this match because it just gives us an appetizer of next week, what we're gonna get, and I hope they do the right thing and they just give them a full length match, unless they could come up with another genius play or ending the match. But I think they'll just give the title to Sol, which was my initial prediction for this match because I didn't know if it was for the title or not. So I liked it. I liked the decision here. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up too because all it did was make Sol look like the complete babyface and got Becky booed out the building and got a nice mid-card title on this mid-card main event. And next we have the match of the night. This was by far the best match. It was an absolute banger. Start to finish. We have Penta and Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship. This match, from starting these two, the flow and the chemistry these two had they were on beat every single second of the match. I mean, it was great. I loved this match. Like, this is how a mid-card title match should look every single time it's on or they have a match. It's just like this. I mean, it should have been the main event. From the jump, I'm like, why the fuck is WWE putting this in the middle of the show? In the middle of the show. But anyways, they're going back and forth doing their normal movesets, but it's something about it with just the flow, the ups and downs, the back and forth was just great. But Ethan Page starts to get his little heelish axe going. He rips off a turnbuckle. The referee goes to put it back on. He rips off the other turnbuckle, throws Penta in there, rolls him up, but the referee's distracted putting the other turnbuckle on. And he doesn't get the pin off, and Penta kicks out, and it leads to Penta throwing Ethan into the turnbuckle that he exposed, hitting a Penta driver, or a Mexican Destroyer on, and picking up the win here for Penta. Now, like I said, this match was great. It was the most entertaining match. It was great, but I really like the ending because I picked Penta to retain because I think he still has more to do with his Intercontinental Championship run here, and it really Ethan Page didn't lose clean. He technically cost himself the match when he started cheating. It came back and bite him in the end, and he lost here. So top to bottom, this is great. And going forward, they can just keep doing this feud because it's nowhere near done. It is absolutely nowhere near done with Ethan Page and all the others on the outside, like all the other mid-carders on Raw. This can keep going, but for now, I say we just keep building this and turn this into a blood feud between Penta and Ethan Page, where eventually maybe Penta finishes him off, or Ethan Page wins the Intercontinental Championship. So this was just great. I loved it. Should have been the main event. That's the one of the two downsides I have to this card was this not main eventing, but overall A++. I absolutely loved it. And Penta's gear, by the way, great. It matched the colors of the Saturday Night's main event. This gear was absolutely fucking sick. So A+++. I'll give 3 pluses for this match. So let's get on to the next thing. Next we have Brie Bella and Paige versus the Irresistible Forces. I'm just gonna say it. Irresistible Forces dominated this match. They look good. Lash doesn't look good. Now he's getting booed like always. And then we have Brie and Paige pick up the fucking victory here. They're not a tag team. What are we doing? What are we doing? They're not a tag team. They get dominated the whole match, and then Paige is a sunset flip and rolls up Nia with a little boot for extra help from Paige, and they pick up the victory here. This was the one thing that on this whole show that pissed me off. Like, Nia and Lash look like world beaters. Like, they look unstoppable. Like they look like forces in their fucking name. And this is the shit that you put them in. Just give them the titles back. This, like they said, the nostalgia tour of these two is just long gone. Give Paige her singles run and get the titles off of them. It just makes zero sense to me. This was the one downside. I mean, I'm gonna keep complaining about this. They shouldn't have the titles. And the work that Nia Jax and Lash Legend have done has been too good to just pass up. And I feel like they're just gonna get pushed off to the side. I mean, and it sucks because, in my opinion, they're some of the two best heels. They're impossible to like. So, yeah, that's my only real complaint. I'm just sick of talking about this shit. So let's get on to the next thing. In the main event, we have the Vision versus the Street Profits. Again, another really, really good match here. And before the match, they had a little tag team promo video of like the prestige of the tag team prestige of tag team wrestling, and WWE's been treating it like shit. So I thought that was pretty ironic. But anyways, and before the match, the Vision do the DX pose where Logan Paul is doing Shawn Michaels and Austin Theory is flexing behind him doing Triple H. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I mean, the way to get booed is by just mocking legends and a tag team that's at it, two beloved people in the industry. So I thought that was funny. But anyways, we get into the match. It's going back and forth. Really good match. The Vision's doing a little bit of heel activities. They attempt to leave during the match. The Street Profits come out and get them. But it ends with Braun Breaker coming out and going for a spear, and he gets absolutely lit the fuck up. Shoulder tackle by Angelo Dawkins over the announce table onto the chairs, which leads to Street Profits taking advantage, doing that spinebuster splash. And as they're going for the 3 count, Paul Heyman takes Theory's foot and puts it on the bottom rope, breaking the count. Montez Ford goes to confront Paul Heyman, goes to jump on him over the steel steps, which he gets hit with brass knuckles by Logan Paul. He gets thrown back into the ring, and Angelo Dawkins dives, trying to take out Logan Paul, and Austin Theory picks up the victory here by pinning a knocked out Montez Ford. Now, this is exactly how I predicted this match to go. I'm pretty sure I predicted it to get to some shenanigans and the Vision to pick up the victory here. And one thing I am glad about is Seth Rollins didn't get involved. They didn't do the little physical altercation between him and Braun Breaker at the end, which I was 100% sure was going to happen. But overall, good match. It shouldn't have main evented. I don't know why it main evented. I mean, it didn't have the hype to main event. It didn't have the storyline to main event, but it did. But overall, it was a fun little match. I mean, I enjoyed it. The Street Profits are electric. I don't care that they had 7 months off. People still love them. They're entertaining. And it sucks because I don't know where the tag team division is going to go from here. And it seems like they're the only thing that has life to it. So, yeah, we'll see. But overall, it was a good show. A nice little 2-hour show we had here on a Saturday. A bunch of mid-card titles, a bunch of progressions in feuds, and yeah, a nice filler episode, I would say. So, thanks for watching. I will be going to Monday Night Raw here in Columbus, or not here in Columbus. I'm from Cleveland, but so I will not be doing a review for that episode. I might try and do an IRL thing for that. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. It depends, but yeah, and I missed yesterday's upload for Friday Night SmackDown. I was busy. The Cavs played. They took a shit. They lost. But anyways, I'll get back in the groove of things. Start putting out videos for Clash in Italy, and all that kind of good stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.